Hello everyone. Welcome to AI Brahma YouTube channel. My name is Ganesh. In this video tutorial, we are learning about one of the real-time project in Automation Anywhere, that is Customer Locator. This is in bot DNA technology website. We will see step-by-step procedure how we can achieve this Customer Locator real-time project. So you will learn here how we can extract the dynamic web pages and dynamic data table from the web page. So everything you will learn in this particular scenario. Please don't skip the video till the end. You will get a lot of tips and tricks about this particular scenario. You will get a real-time exposure also in the locator. Please do it in your system. So when I'm doing, pause the video and do it in your system. Definitely you will get a real-time exposure. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get first notification to you. So I will upload more real-time projects and interview scenarios in this particular YouTube channel. So without wasting the time, directly we will see what is exactly this customer locator. So I will just go to my Chrome and I will open bot DNA website. So this is one of the beautiful website. You can see more than 50-20 real-time projects similar to your company projects. So in that, the first one is Locator. So today in this video, we are learning about this Locator customer Locator project. This looks like very simple, but in the back end, when you are doing the project, you will get a lot of hurdles. How we can achieve or how we can pass that hurdle, we will learn today. So you will get totally what is data table and how we can extract the data table from your website dynamically, because this is totally dynamic. Why I'm telling dynamic? Because if you observe carefully here, the customer name, France and Italy is there, right? Three columns I have. So if I refresh this particular website, I will get a different column size and different row size. So in the real time also we will get this type of situations. So that's why this is one of the best practice you can do yourself to learn the company projects or real time projects. In RPA, the requirement is one of the most important thing. So if you clear about the requirement, you can achieve the RPA very easily. RPA bot or RPA logics very easily. So what is exactly the requirement in this particular customer locator project is very simple. So once you will open the website, you will get like this one table structure, locator table. You will have a customer name and country names like here, Brazil, Canada, Egypt. So based on the Brazil, Canada, Egypt names, you have to extract the data. So here what you have to do for video requirement, you can go to the requirement link and you can watch the video. I will again explain you the requirement here. So this is the output file. Just I will download for purpose to show you. See. So now what you have to do in this particular output sheet is company name. Example, you have a three different columns as a company. Sorry, three different country you have. So you have to extract this country name and you have to mention here in the sheet, right? So example Brazil. So I will copy and paste in the this sheet. And the same Brazil should come in the number of locations right here. And here the customer name. And the same way you have to create a Canada and Egypt also, but the different sheet, right? The country wise sheet you have to create means bot has to create. And another logic is if the count is more than zero, right? This is two. Example, this is zero, right? So more than zero, if the country location count is more than zero, then only we have to extract the data of customer name and number of locations. Example, in this case, Brazil, right? So I will extract the data of Brazil location count and I will go to the Brazil sheet and paste it here like this. Punjab National Bank, two locations. Same way you have to cover all the rows which is available for the customer, right? If it is zero, you should not take it. If it is more than zero, we have to extract the data from the table and we have to place it in the Excel, different sheets. If it is Brazil, it should come under the Brazil sheet. If it is a Canada, it should come under the Canada sheet. So like this. And here one more catch is, as I told earlier, this is totally a dynamic. So if I refresh again, so you will get a different countries. Based on the countries, you have to create a sheet. Based on the column size, you have to create a sheet, and based on the location count more than zero, right? That count has to save in the output Excel. So this is the requirement. I hope you are clear about the requirement. If you're not clear, please comment on the video about your question or something. Definitely, I will help you in the comment. So now how we can achieve this using our Automation Anywhere, we will see step by step. So I will just go to our Automation Anywhere window. So this is a workbench of Automation Anywhere IDE, right? So I have created a task bot called Locator. Okay, you can create as a customer locator or something. Just I will take a customer locator itself. Name of the project, customer locator, right? So now description you can give it here. So this is about unable to create a name. Okay, fine. So what I will do, I'm just adding one more things like this. Fine. So now I have created a task what called customer locator. In this, I need to build a project. The first step in our project, whenever you will go to the project, so the first step is clear the old one, old output or old input or old browsers if it is open, right? So that is the first step. So that's why what I will do, I will take a step one as close browser or uh, output file. Okay, just I'm taking like this, close browser and output file. Basically, I'm killing the task or I'm clearing the task. So before starting my project. So here I will take browser. Okay, just I'm taking like this. So why we have to use? Because in the last run, if any project is open, just I'm closing and I'm using for using as a freshly. So what I have to use before that, I need to use a if condition, because if the window is exist, then only I need to close it. Otherwise, I will get an error, right? So that's why I'm taking in if condition window, and the last one is window exist, and here I will take a browser as bot DNA. Okay, if this window is exist, right? So and one more thing, whenever you will take a window name, it will store in the browser, right? Browser variable. You can change the variable name also here. Okay, just I will change it as, instead of browser one, I will take it as window win locator. Okay, so this is the meaning, this is the locator window. Okay, wind locator. So I will use the same variable in the future also, because to reduce the variable count, the best way of using the variable is use the minimum variable, right? What are all created variable is there, use that one itself. So then you will get more confident about your project and it will be very good, right? So use the variable again and again, already created variable only. No need to create again different variables. So now if the window is exist, then only I am closing the window. Okay, browser close option, because I'm using a browser, right? So now what I will take, window and variable, not now browser, right? So just type it as win locator, because the same window name will come. So I'm not taking now again and again the different window variable. The same variable I'm taking. So now my initial setup, window close, is done. Same way I need to uh, kill or delete the output file. That is also one of the thing. If exist, okay, if file exist. If in the condition I'm taking file exist, and what is the file? So I will just show you. So this may be the file. So we customer locator, here I'm storing a file. Okay, just I'm taking a path and file path. Okay, file path. You can take it like this also. Go to the property of your output file and go to the security and copy this path and come here and paste it in the file path. Done. So this is my file path. So if this file is exist, then what I have to do, I need to delete that file. That is the initial setup. So delete file action, delete file. The same path I'm giving, right? So my initial setup is done. Close browser or output file, kill output file, delete output file is done. Okay, so delete output file. So next step is what? I need to open the browser. So now my initial setup is done. So next is open browser. For that step, drag and drop, and here I will mention open browser. Okay, and I will take a open browser activity from browser action, and here I will mention a new window and Google Chrome, right? Because I wanted to open as a new window, and in the Google Chrome I need to work, and my link, right? Link is very simple. I will just take it from here, copy the link and paste it in the link to option. So now once you will use the open browser activity, best way to use the next activity is wait. Okay, this is uh, the one we have to use it because sometimes our internet connection will be down or sometimes website will be down. It will take some time to open properly. All the selectors and IDs in the backend, everything should load properly, right? For that purpose, we have to use whenever you are using a open browser activity, you should use wait for window action. Okay, in the browser, so wait for window to open I'm taking, and variable is again my variable called win locator. So I'm not creating again and again different variable, right? In the one variable only, I'm just making a changes. Why? Because in future, if any changes happens in the website, some window name is changed. Just I will go to the variable and I will change a one variable. That's it. Not in a code or something I will come, right? So this is best way of using a or reusing the variable. Some people what they will do again and again, they will go to the browser and they will again take the new browser, then it will create a 10 20 window variable for the same window name. That is not required actually. So one window variable is enough if the window name is same, right? So now I'm waiting for the window, my open browser is completed. So next is again create a output file. See, now I have deleted the output file, right? So I need to create freshly as a output file. So how to create a output file? Basically, this output file is Excel S6 format, means Excel format, right? It's not a CSV or it's not any other format. It's basically a Excel format. How to create a Excel in the Automation Anywhere? Okay, here I will take it, create output file, right? To create an output file, we have an option in Excel Advanced. Okay, just go to the Excel Advanced and here you will have a create workbook. See, there is a lot of difference between create workbook and create worksheet. There is a two option here, create workbook and create worksheet. The lot of people having this confusion. What is worksheet and what is workbook? Very simple. Workbook is your Excel file or CSV file. Your file is your workbook. Worksheet is a one. Inside that workbook, you will create a different sheets, right? How we have created in the requirement time, manually created, right? Different country sheets. So that we will call it as worksheets. I hope you are clear about now, right? What is workbook and what is worksheet. So now I need to create a workbook, means your output file, right? Output file will be same as what you have killed or what you have deleted. The same thing I'm just copying and paste in the file path. And sheet name, by default, sheet 1 will come. If you need a specific sheet name at the time of creation, you can take it any sheet name, but I'm giving blank. Okay, blank I'm giving, and I'm not giving any password for a protection or something. For our learning purpose we are using this one, so no issue. and local session is default because no need to change in the future next steps, right? But mandatorily you have to give some other name. For learning purpose I am taking as a default only. Okay, so why the sessions are required, everything I have uploaded already in the different videos in my YouTube channel. You can just check what is exactly the session, how it will be very useful in the automation. Session name of Excel or session of name of database. Session is the one very important in the automation. Okay, now I have created an output file, done. So my creation of the output file is done. So what is next? Very simple. Now I need to build my real logic. What is the real logic? I need to extract the data from the my particular website, right? Customer locator website. So here most of the people will stuck. Why? I will show you now. Okay, so how we will extract the data from the automation anywhere? Very simple. We will use a recorder type variable, or we will use a directly here start recording and universal recorder. We will take it, right? So I will take it as a logic here step. Okay, so as I told, I will take a recorder type. Okay, recorder type variable capture means a capture command we are using. And again, variable is simple. I will take my win locator, right? This is a variable and window. So now basically the people what they will do directly, they will click on the capture object. Okay, same way I am also doing capture object and wait for deploying into computer. Okay, it's capturing the object in the backend. First time it will take some time to load or something. So after that it will be speed in automation anywhere because all the new features and everything should be download in your system. Then it will try to capture the things. Okay, something error. So I will take again the capture. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So just I will click on the capture project. Uh, Capture object and hover the mouse to your particular table. So like this only we will do in all the other projects also, right? So to extract the data from the object in the web page, or to uh, put the data or type the data back into the web page, everything we will use a capture object only, or universal recorder, both are same. So now I'm hovering the mouse to particular table, right, to extract the table. So now I have a three different columns. Just I will hover the mouse and I will just click on that. So basically I will get a table structure. That is fine. Okay, but here one particular logic is there. So I will tell you what is that exactly. Okay, so now we got the object properties and everything in the domains path, right? Table 3 like this I'm getting. And in the action I'm taking get table because I need to get a table, and I will store this data into table. Okay, capture data table. So I'm taking as a data table, okay, td table data capture data table. So just I will create and select, this is my table data, right? So it will store in the capture data table of one of the variable. Now I need to know what is exactly the table data is having, right? To get that value in the table we have a logic called loop, right? Inside the loop I will take in the iterator data table for each row in a data table, and the data table is td capture data table, already we have captured from our website. And this one I will store it in the row wise, right? I need one by one row. That row data I will store it in recorder type variable, that is table row. Okay, table row is a recorder type variable. So now basically what we have done, extract the data as a data table in the capture object property, and I'm saving inside the data table that I'm looping, right? For each row in a data table, each row I have in the table row variable. Now I will take a message box inside the loop, and I will use here data table table row, and index is 1. I will take it as 1. Okay, so index 1 means very simple. Always your data table start from 0th index. I need a first column, second column of country name. Means here I have a France, right? This data I need it in the message box. That is the meaning, right? So if I run the bot now, so what basically bot will do? Bot will first delete your output and close your already open website, and it will open again the website, and it will try to extract the data as a data table, and the first second column of the header data I need it in the message box. That we will see first. Okay, how it will work. So now I have a France and Italy in my website. So if I run the bot, so I will get a message box as France. Fine, I'm getting as a France. So if I close this one, I'm getting a 8 because the data which is available in the second row, France column data, right? This is fine, so I'm just stopping. But whenever this is refreshed, your bot is refreshed, okay? Just I will refresh again. So now I'm getting a some other data, right? So just I will close this one and I will run the bot again. So here, so many people will stuck, right? I will show you what is exactly the problem if you take the capture object. So alternative also I will tell you what is the best practice we have to use it in the capture object or your universal recorder whenever you want to extract the dynamic table structure. See now I have a dynamic table structure. So now I have a totally of 5 or 6 columns, but you are getting a France as a message box. See the old data when you captured, right, that you are getting. Why? Because your table structure is dynamically changing. In the back end, your domex path is changing every time. And now it is very impossible to take a domex path also. We don't know in the next time which particular table you will get it. Basically, this developed bot DNA developers, what they have done, I will just show in the inspect variable. Okay, they have created some 5 6 tables, and they have uploaded into this particular website. So if you see here, observe carefully here, table 11, table 12, table 13, table 14, every time you will refresh this particular table 1 2 3 is there, right? It will exchange. I don't know what is the next table, right? And we can't take the counter variable or a star wildcard also. We can try that one also. It is impossible to take it because it is totally a dynamic. So in the domex path also you can't play that much. So then what we have to do? In these cases, we have a beautiful feature in the Automation Anywhere, and it is a hidden feature. So many people are not know this one. Before going to that, I am requesting you one of the thing. So my video is watched in 100%, 34% or 35% of the members only are subscribed. Another 65 members percentage of the members not subscribed. So I'm requesting you to subscribe the channel, and if you have any concern, quantity or a quality concern in my videos, please comment on the video, or personally you can reach out to me and give the feedback. Definitely I will help to improve my I will improve my quality in the videos or quality in the project what I'm taking for you guys. So please subscribe and hit the bell icon. That is the only way I can get a motivation to do the next project for you, right? So please, 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 this is my request you guys. So if you subscribe or hit the bell icon, I will get a motivation and I can upload freely to you all the all kind of real time scenarios I can explain betterly. So now the directly we will go to the this point. Okay, so I, as I told, there is a hidden feature in the Automation Anywhere. If you have the dynamic web pages or dynamic table that we can't play with a domex path or something, wildcard or counter, I can't add it. In that cases, you have to go to Automation Anywhere, and in the captured option, in the captured option only we have that property. Before clicking on this capture object, don't click on the directly capture object. Click on this drop down. Okay, this is one of the feature we have. If you click on the capture object, by default it will take a auto detect. But for dynamic table, you have to take a next one, capture object with Microsoft Active Accessibility. You can try with other two also, UI automation. Basically, UI automation is for whenever you want to click on dynamic button or something. So this activity accessibility is more good for your table structure. Okay, so I'm just taking a capture object with a Microsoft Active Accessibility, and I will capture the table now. It's just a critical task to take a table. It will come as a single. Just hover the mouse to the corner of your table. Now see, so it is highlighting all the table, right? Just highlight back corner of the table, right? Click on that. Once it is highlighted, a whole web, whole data table, you can just click on that. So now you will get a dynamically, if it is change also, you will get a proper way of data. I will show you what is exactly that. Okay, now that is completed, I'm taking as a get table. If you observe carefully here, we don't have now domex path or something, right? Only I have a Microsoft Active Accessibility control type, and control type is stable. Technology is Microsoft Active Accessibility, right? So now if I run the bot multiple times also, so I will get dynamically a value from the website. So if it is changed dynamically, I will not get a previous table value. I will get a what exactly now it is available in the system, that is only. So that is the beauty of this particular Microsoft accessibility property in the recorder type. See now, if you observe carefully, I'm getting as a France, right? France. So if I stop and refresh this particular one and close and run again, okay, run once again, you will get a different data table, and the same data table value you will get it in the message box also. Dynamically in the message box also the data will change. This is the first learning you will get it from this particular uh, website. See now I have a different columns. I have Brazil, so now I need to get a Brazil as a message box. See, message box is changing as a Brazil now. So like this, you can achieve a dynamic web page or a dynamic table structure easily in Automation Anywhere. No need to bother about your domex path. No need to bother about your control type or something. Right? Very easily you can do this activities. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Now also you have a option to subscribe. Please subscribe, then only I can make a more video on this relative to your real-time example. Okay, now we have extracted a table data, right? Dynamically we have extracted. What is next? Next is I need to create a sheets, right? Country-wise sheet, Brazil, Canada, Egypt. Like this, I need to create a sheet in my particular output file. How to create a sheets in output file? So to create a sheet in output file, first I need to know how many columns are available, country columns, not including customer name, right? Here example, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 columns I have, but country name I have in the 3 columns, right? Minus 1. The total length of the column minus 1 is the total country value, right? For that purpose, what I will do, I will use before this loop data table, because I have a data in the data table now. Data table get number of column, because I need to know how many columns are available in my data table. I will check capture data table and select non-empty columns, because sometimes what will happen in the backend of your website, some column will be added but it is not visible to you, but when it is captured from the Automation Anywhere, it will be as a captured one as an empty row. So that's why I'm taking only the non-empty columns, and I will create as num column count. Okay, so number column count, so I need a total column count that I'm taking. And as I told earlier, I have only a total column minus one number of data. Assign, number assign, and here I'm taking num count minus 1, because if I have a 4 different column, I don't need a customer name column for the sheet creation, I need other three columns, right? And the index start from 1. So index of the customer name column is 0. So index will start from 1, 2, 3. That index header, I need it, right? So that's why what I'm doing, number column count -1, and I'm saving inside the number count. Now what will happen? So total number of the length of the column -1, count of the column -1, I will get it. So after that, I will add one loop because I need to create a number of times of the counter number of times of the num column count, right? 3 times means 3 different sheet I need to create. For that purpose, I'm taking a n time. In the n time, I will take a value as num column count, and I will create a counter value to hold the value of each and every count. Means it will start from 1. Always your iterator count will start from 1, 1, 2, 3, and I need an index also from 1, right? Here, if you observe carefully, I need a column index from 1 itself. So that's why I no need to change anything, just I will create a counter value. So now what I have to do, once the loop is started, I need to create a file. When I need to create a file, if the row number, see column is fine, this is starting from first index, second index, third index, but how we will get a header name of your table? Because I didn't mention anywhere header is available or something in the bot. So that's why it will count, bot will count as a first row as a 1, right? First row as a 1, second row as 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. So whenever your row count is 1, right? Then you will get a header name, right? So that header name you have to create in the sheet. To create that one, we have a in the Excel advance, okay, we have one property called create worksheet. If you see here, create worksheet. Already we have seen what is create workbook, right? Now I need to use a create worksheet. To create a worksheet, another one option is very important, that is if condition. Because as I told, if the row count is 1, then only I will get a value of the header, right? So in the if condition, I will take a 1 second. So before that, I will add a loop here. Inside that loop, I will take a if condition because I need to get a value of your column. Okay, this is for column count and it will come from 1, 2, 3 like that. And inside that, I need a row, right? First row. In the column, I need a first row. That's why the row count, row loop for each row in a table that I'm taking. Okay, table row, as a table row I'm taking, right? So in that, I don't have any counter variable, right? How I can count this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So that's why I will create, basically I will create one more variable that is called num row count. Okay, the first one is num column count, second one is num row count. So what I will do, inside the column count, I will make this row count as 0 because every time it will start from the 0 and sorry, it will start from the 1. So that's why I'm making a default value as 0 in the row count, and this row count will increment inside the row loop. Okay, so first only I will incrementing number row count +1, and it will be saved in the number row count. So now every time your row will start from the 1, right? 1. So whenever your row start as a 1, I need to create a worksheet. Okay, that's why what I will do in if condition number. I hope you are understanding. If you're not understanding, please watch the video again step by step. Do it in your system. Then you will get a clarity about this logic. Okay, number row count equals to 1. When it is equals to 1, then I need to create a worksheet. Okay, just I will take a worksheet like this worksheet. And what is the name of the worksheet? Very simple. This table row. Okay, take it as table row. And in the table row, which index? Your counter index. Okay, for that particular purpose, what I will do, as of now I will take it as 0, but in the 0 I will mention as num row count, sorry, num column count. I need a column data, right? Column, I need first Brazil column, Canada column, Egypt column. So that's why NUM column count. NUM column count. That's it. So what are all the column count data I have? That table value I need it where when your row count is 1, right? So that is exactly the meaning. So now I'm having here also just we will see okay what exactly we will get in the message box. I'm giving here and I will run the bot again. So now what exactly we have done? So we have cleared first your browser which is available already and cleared the output file which is already available and created output file again and open the browser and extract the data in the proper way and get the data. Right? Now we are creating a each and every country file. So now see, now I'm getting Italy. Why I'm getting Italy? Just we'll see. Okay, actually I need to get as a France first, not Italy. So 0, 1, 2. 1 is a value. Okay, give me a second. Okay, num row count is okay. Num row count plus 1. Num row count. Fine. So 0, here it will come 1. If num row count is equals to 1, then create a value, fine. Each row in a data table, that is I'm taking. And here the counter value, fine. So here one mistake what I have done is very simple. So here I need to take a counter, not a num count, column count, right? So I will have a data of the counter, each and every counter value as a counter. Counter is the one it will have the iterator value. So I need a iterator value when I'm creating here. So not the num column counter we have to use. So I need to use a just a counter value. So this is the one, okay, counter. And here also same thing, counter. So now what you will get? You will get a the proper way of first it will create a second column sheet. Third it will create a third column sheet. We will see how it will work. Till here, I hope you have understand properly what exactly we have done, right? So if you're not clear, just comment on the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, okay? So now, see now, I'm getting a France, right? First as a France. If you observe carefully in the output, my France sheet is created, right? France sheet. So if I close this message box, my Italy sheet also created, right? Italy sheet is also created. Now close, your bot is completed. So now your two sheets are completed. So it is creating as expected and completing. Now what is next? So now each and every sheet I need to build a logic. What is a logic? If your data is more than 0, I need to extract the data and I need to place it inside the cell of your output file, right? So now what we have to do? Very simple. So here now created, right? So this is for the first row. So after the first row, I will get a data of the count. Means 2, 3, 4, that one. For that purpose, I will use else, use a else condition, and in the else condition, take a set cell from the Excel advance because I need to place the value inside the cell, right? That's why. And specific cell. So now see, always your A column will have the customer name and B column will have the country name, right? So that's why what I will do here. So A column, right? A column, and that is also in the if in the else condition. I need to add another if condition. I will tell you why. Because I need to add another condition in the number. What is that? If the value of France or Italy, right? If example, if the France, if the value of France is more than 0 location, then I need to take the data, right? For that purpose, what I will do, so I will have the data here, right? In the table count, the same thing I will take it here. If the table counter value is greater than 0, then only I have to take it. Other than that, I will not take it, okay? Greater than 0, then set the cell. Set the cell how? So take the counter again. What is the counter? Row count. Now I need to take a num row count, a num row count dot to string, because this is a string value, right? In the specific cell, a num count of dot to string. And what is the cell value? Cell value is your table row counter, right? Very simple. A is done. Oh, sorry, table row 0, because always your customer name, if you observe carefully, customer name always it is in the 0th position. Your country name will change, country column will change, but your customer name will be in the 0th position. So that's why 0th index first position. So that's why I'm taking table row 0. And the same way I will take a B column data as a set value. Here I will take it as B, and here I will take a table row counter. Means I need a counter value, right? If it is more than 0, take and place it inside the file. So now if I run the bot, okay, so now we have created a sheet and we have extracted the data one by one. If the value is more than 0, then only we are extracting, right? But here also we have to do some fine tuning. Please wait for the result. Don't skip the video till the end. If you watch it, you will get clarity about all. Okay, France I'm creating. If you observe carefully here, France is created, right? So Italy is created, done. So now all the values are captured, Italy and France. But here, one more thing we have to observe carefully, the fine tuning is required, I told, right? So why? Because your header is not added. So this is one miss. And if you observe carefully here, no 0 is added, but whenever you have a 0, if you observe here, so the second one is 0 in the Italy. So that's why in the second row or your second value, it is blank. So I don't need like this, right? The blank row should not come inside of my Excel. So how we can achieve, or how we can reduce this particular thing, or how we can delete this? Very simple. What you have to do, whenever you will have a data as 0, please observe carefully here. So what I'm doing in the if condition, I'm adding another condition called else. If it is not greater than 0, then what I have to do, I need to minus my incremented value, row count. Why? Because whenever it is taking as a blank row, I am minusing one row count and it will go to the before row, right? Before one row. So that's why I'm taking as a -1. Right? So now this is one thing, and I need a header also, right? As we discussed, very simple. I will do this two. I will copy and I will paste it inside when the Excel advance is created. That's it, right? So what I will get now? So whatever we have created in that particular sheet, when you created, then only it will take a country name and your customer name as a header. We will see how it will work. Okay. I don't need this message box now, or okay, it will be there. No issue. Just I will run the bot. Okay, this is extracting the data and started capturing. See now France is created, right? And if you observe carefully here, two headers also created, customer name and France. If I close this one, all the data are captured in the France. Now Italy is created. If I close this one, all the data of Italy, it is captured. If you see now, so what are all the data we have extracted that is more than 0? And we have a header name also, and we have all the data without any blank row. And go to the France here also without any blank rows. So like this, you can achieve this particular project. I hope you are clearly understand. So now also it is not completed. I will tell you one more thing. So we have to add try and catch. Error handling is a best practice whenever you will start your project, right? So you have to add a error handling. Try, you have to add it, and just take all your data inside your try and create in the catch your message boxes, error message and error line number. After the error catch, you can add a message box or a mail activity, log activity, or passing the variable to another task. So like this, we will use a catch activity, right? This is basically we have to do in all the projects. Very, very important thing is this one, right? So now the complete project is completed within a 33 line. So like this, you can achieve a smaller way of coding and achieve the big goal. Right? I have used here, if you see the variable count, very minimum variable I have used. Right? And window name is only one variable. So like this, we have to minimize our variable and we have to use a maximum benefit from that. Then in the maintenance time, you will not have any burden, or if you get a change request also, you will not have any burden. If you have any question, please comment on the video. So and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. So you can contact me through any social media. I have mentioned the links in description, WhatsApp or LinkedIn or Telegram. So happy learning. I hope you have clear about this particular project. Please practice in your system, then only you can memorize or you can achieve the next projects like this if you get in the companies. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Happy learning.